Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh. 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 Huh. Hmm. Whoa. Oh. No! Dang it. Hmm. 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 Oh, yeah. Hmm.
Wix.
And welcome back to Jarvis Johnson Gold, the premium channel that is free. It is free. But if you're watching this, you're premium. And there's a new trend on TikTok. Surprise, they're up to something else. We talked about this on my podcast, Sad Boys. If you don't listen, you should. I do it with my good friend Jordan Adika. We found these TikToks of a girl who goes into stores and she does free labor. She says, "Oh, I worked from Walmart for 8 hours and it was awesome. I worked from Target for 8 hours and it was sick." We talked about how you're kind of cosplaying, working these jobs, which is very insensitive, and you're getting to profit off of this and get all these views, and the people who are actually working these jobs don't get to choose what they do during an 8-hour shift or a multi-hour shift. Maybe they're working a double. It doesn't come off the best, though the person probably had the best of intentions. One of my fears that I mentioned was that this would become a trend. It's a chicken or the egg conundrum. I don't know who came first, but there is another person who goes and does free labor in establishments that they do not work at. And this person specializes in cleaning the bathroom, and they make TikToks about it. And we're gonna watch those. I've seen one, and woo-wee, it's gonna be a good old time. But first, I do want to show you, if you have not seen Ugg Madison's TikToks, I'm gonna give you a little primer on those.
Working at Walmart immediately.
Oh, okay. First pet peeve of these videos is that they use the TikTok voiceover while their own talking is happening, and it attacks my senses. I can't, it's like it scrambles my brain. If you ever want to sort of psychologically attack me, play the first 3 seconds of one of these TikToks.
I was doing such a good job that customers started asking for my help.
I don't know, I don't work here. I'm sorry.
I thought you worked here.
Oh, I thought you worked here. Judging by all the work you were doing here.
After a couple hours, I worked up an appetite. When I was in line, the girl in front of me didn't have a credit card, so she was going to have to go in a different lane and rescan all her stuff, and I told her not to worry about it and bought it for her.
So, I do believe that Madison, I choose to believe that Madison means well. They, buy people's groceries, they give out gift cards to the establishments. I do not think it ends up being helpful content, in my opinion, because of the optics of kind of cosplaying a job that a lot of people work these jobs and do not, make ends meet. They do not earn a living wage from working these jobs, and oftentimes they're overworked and are not subjected to the best working conditions. So having someone come in, profit, and build an audience and kind of get a ton of views, I don't think it's cool. But again, I don't think that this person's evil, and I don't think that they mean ill, but I don't think the content's helpful. Where I really fell off was in the Target video.
I got there at 1 p.m. ready to work. I missed
Again, I have to complain about the first few seconds of the video. This is what I can only describe as a cacophony of something. A cacophony of voice.
The bathroom was really dirty, but don't worry, I fixed it.
I fixed it is objectively hilarious. The bathroom is dirty, but don't worry, I'll fix it. And we're gonna look at somebody who entirely focuses on bathrooms. So don't, if that's your thing, then you're in luck.
Emptied the trash cans and got Olipop and more gift cards to give to my loyal customers. Employees and security guards kept walking past me, but I blended right in.
I'm not gonna go into the whole thing, but I was like, it's a little odd to specify that you're giving Olipop to your customers. And then I realized it's an Olipop brand deal. That makes it worse. For a TikTok of this size, for a sort of a platform of this size to do a brand deal like this, you're getting paid probably thousands of dollars, at least in the low thousands, to who knows the upside. That then makes it like extra bad. Why does it make it extra bad? Because you're not doing it for free and out of the goodness of your heart. Now, cynically, I'm like, you're just profiting. You're profiting more than a person working this job does. For those who don't know, Olipop, it's like a probiotic soda or whatever. This reminds me exactly of like the backlash that Charli D'Amelio got when she like pretended to work at a Walmart because she was doing some sort of brand deal with them. It's kind of the same vibe. It's like cosplaying working a minimum wage job. Not the best look. I don't know this person, I don't know their intentions, and I don't want to make a statement on the person themselves. I will say that the content, that's how it comes off to me. So this is apparently just the beginning of, I guess you could call the like free work or free labor trend on TikTok. The focus of this video will actually be someone who I haven't seen, named The Clean Girl. The Clean Girl has almost 600,000 followers. They say follow and I'll clean your toilet. Me and toilets have a bit of a storied history on this channel. Usually I'm seeing people on TikTok cooking out of them. So this is maybe a welcome change. Just from one look at the Clean Girl's pinned post, you can see that she's getting tens of millions of views with some of this stuff. And it doesn't look like she is always cleaning stores or anything, but I think she saw this trend happening and was like, let me jump on it, and made a video called I cleaned Burger King's bathroom for free. Actually, she said barfroom for free, which is making me think, especially with the Gabriel's video that I just did, people are misspelling stuff in the description to game engagement on TikTok, because I can't think of another reason that they're doing this. Does anyone know? Is that what this is? Everyone has a typo in their descriptions now.
Come with me to clean the Burger King bathroom for free. Within minutes, I was caught.
Okay. Okay. All right. The first thing I noticed, I don't know anything about the Clean Girl, but she has perfectly nailed the 5 Minute Crafts voiceover inflection to the point where I thought it was like AI or something doing the voiceover. And you'll notice that like the editing of this is reminiscent of those like life hack content farm channels.
In the Burger King bathroom for free. Within minutes, I was caught cleaning their bathroom.
Also, kind of to that end of like the 5 Minute Craftsification of content, I don't fully understand what sort of like color grading is happening here, because it looks so blown out and bright that it's like CGI. The saturation is peak. It looks like a fever dream, and it is a fever dream to me.
Within minutes, I was caught cleaning their bathroom.
Within minutes, I was caught. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
When Alejandro, the employee, saw my beautiful work, he immediately left to go get his manager.
I am wondering how you were caught within minutes. I guess you have to keep the door open for ventilation purposes, because you don't want to like hotbox the fumes of like the cleaning chemicals. So that's probably how Alejandro found you. I do like that she insists on changing her accent for Alejandro. And then I was discovered by Alejandro. Cue like Lady Gaga. But before we get into that, we have a brief word from today's sponsor, Air Up. Air Up is more than just a water bottle. With Air Up, you're drinking just water while experiencing flavor through scent. It's something they call scent-based taste. By sucking water through the straw, a slipstream is created, which allows water and air to come up through the scented pod and into your mouth. And that's where the scent-based taste kicks in. You've heard me talk about Air Up before, and it's because I love adding flavor without any additives or sweeteners. It's just water. They've got over 15 different flavors to choose from strawberry lemongrass to cherry cola, so there's something for everyone. Each one of these pods is going to last you for about 5 liters of water, and right now, my favorite's peach. peach. This is me trying Air Up for the first time. I was genuinely shocked that it worked. It felt like a magic trick. So hey, don't choose between health and flavor. Click the link in my description and get started with Air Up today. Thanks to Air Up for sponsoring this video. Now back to the video.
I have so many questions. Is it okay for me to clean here? Or will Alejandro be back to kick me out? I'm so worried. This is one of the dirtiest Burger King bathrooms.
It's giving Dora the Explorer.
I have so many questions. Is it okay for me to clean here?
Is it okay for me to clean here? Or will Alejandro find me? Will I catch something by not wearing gloves while I clean? And then she's just like waiting like Dora the Explorer. That's right. I will.
This is one of the dirtiest Burger King bathrooms I've ever seen.
How many Burger King bathrooms have you seen? How often have you been doing this off camera? Before, I was like, you know, with the Target girl, I was like, maybe you're just doing this for the views and the brand deals and stuff. But the clean girl, she just goes into, this is her normal routine, is go into a random Burger King and clean it. And just today, she decided to film it.
Which is wonderful. The dirtier, the better. I just hope I...
Okay, I didn't like the sound of that. The dirtier, the better. Relax. Okie dokie, dude.
I have no idea if I have minutes or hours to get the job done.
Probably minutes. If I had to guess, you have minutes, because one, even if Alejandro appreciates the job you're doing, people have to go to the bathroom. They can't just keep turning people away because some random woman on TikTok is cleaning it. Like, it's not scheduled maintenance, you know? The keen observers will have noticed by now, this is a brand deal. This is sponsored content, which is, it feels like most of TikTok is sponsored content these days, and I'm kind of working on a video about that, but this is a brand deal with Scrub Daddy, the famous Shark Tank success story Scrub Daddy, which I love. I'm a proud Scrub Daddy myself, but I do think this is a miss for their marketing department.
But I won't leave until it's perfect, like this.
That looks like a hamburger bun. This must be some sort of cleaning supply, but that looks like the bottom of a McDonald's hamburger. Or is that? That is 100% a bun.
Leave until it's perfect.
Okay, so this is like engagement bait. I don't feel like Burger King would appreciate that, actually. Now that you're no longer using Scrub Daddy, does Scrub Daddy appreciate that? Instead of using their product that has sold hundreds of millions of dollars in product, you could replace it with the bottom bun of a Burger King burger, the king of a burger bun. This is 100% engagement bait. Take away the everything about this. Take away all of the context. I can appreciate a good engagement bait when I see one.
Like this. You could eat off that sink.
You could eat off that sink. I would not. I actually would not eat off that sink. But there is that guy on TikTok who makes like food in the sink. Remember the guy who he like cooked in an airplane bathroom? He made like shrimp. What have we done? We have done the wrong thing by creating a market for some of this content. Where if we used to be a proper society, okay? This is, maybe we've gone a bridge too far.
One who follows me to do these transformations. And that's when Alejandro came back. He said he appreciates my work, but if I don't leave, he's gonna call the cops.
Don't call the cops, don't call the cops, Alejandro. I don't think Alejandro said that. I also think that was the same clip from talking to Alejandro from the beginning, just reused to tell the story. But I do think it's fun. It's fun that we get a little narrative about, are they going to call the cops on me for cleaning the Burger King bathroom? That's like a sentence that would harm a Victorian child. This is like the perfect amalgamation of bait content, and it's working. I mean, this got like 4.5 million views. I, again, can kind of respect it in a vacuum, which is another cleaning product I'm sure that the clean girl uses. We'll have to watch. We'll have to find out. I was kicked out of Walmart for cleaning their bathroom.
Come with me to clean the Walmart bathroom for free.
Why does she do this? I mean, okay, wait. All of the questions are like for bait, for comments, for engagement. Like that's, but what has happened to this? Like there's like some weird color grading happening here. This doesn't look natural. It like doesn't feel like my eyes are able to make sense of it. It looks like one of those AI images where like nothing is exactly right. It's like name one thing in this image.
Within minutes, I was already caught cleaning Walmart's bathroom. When Rhonda, the employee, stormed out of—
Why she gotta name the employees? Why she gotta name them like that, huh? They're just doing their job. job. Why you gotta put Rhonda on blast, okay? Why you gotta put Alejandro on blast? You know? Let them be. They're just minding their own business, trying to work their job. You're the one who's being annoying. Other than the fact that this is probably staged. Oh, no way. She's using Rhonda's real last name. Okay, I can see that an RH here. Where do you get off? Leave Rhonda alone. Use a fake name. You didn't need to use Rhonda's name and face in your TikTok, the clean girl. That's not very clean girl of you, actually. Rhonda was just curious.
When Rhonda the employee stormed out of the bathroom.
When Rhonda the employee stormed out of the bathroom? All right, let's get a replay on Rhonda storming out. Oh yeah, storming. It looks like she sped up that video. Rhonda was probably moving even slower away. In fact, I would have understood if Rhonda stormed out, because you're weird. Because what are you doing? I would be concerned if two strangers walked into the bathroom and started cleaning. It's a weird thing that doesn't happen a lot. So I would ask some questions. She's a renegade cleaner. She doesn't follow any of the protocols. You know what I'm saying? She's the Batman of Scrub Daddy. Let me guess. She's gonna say, I didn't know if I had minutes or vigilante cleaning is not allowed, all right?
This was one of the dirtiest bathrooms I had seen in a long time.
Damn. Let them live, dude. Shit, you don't have to roast their ass. All right, it's a Walmart. We expect the bathroom to be dirty.
This bathroom needed a deep clean, and I had no idea if I had minutes or hours.
I knew she was gonna say this. These videos have the same structure. Team lead Mark. Damn, dude. She doxed everybody's ass. She doxed real ass Rhonda's name. I would censor Rhonda's name if it weren't for the fact that I want justice for Rhonda and I want to be able to say that. Can we get a group of support for Rhonda having to deal with fucking the clean girl and fucking team lead Mark over here just on call?
And kicked out again.
Yeah. Oh, well. So they kicked her out because they say we clean it, but we can't have you clean it because you don't work here. And I'm sure there's some sort of liability that Walmart is culpable for if something happens. Also, she's cleaning it with like no gloves, with like short shorts on. I don't know for sure, right? I feel like I would develop some sort of rash. I'm already prone to that. So I think if I were to clean this in short shorts, one, the cops would be called even faster. And two, I feel like I would develop some sort of condition. Not even from the dirt, but from all the chemicals. This is like contact dermatitis waiting to happen, dude. And for what? For a vigilante scrub mommy? Again, not an expert. I feel like maybe inhaling these fumes, especially the radioactive ass, color graded, hyper saturated, trim ass fumes you're breathing, feels like it's a risk. Feels like maybe you should have some sort of mask. Instead of Scrub Daddy, she should be sponsored by a fucking hazmat suit. Please put some protection on, okay? Also, I feel like there have been historically stories of cleaning chemicals that have turned into toxins. I'm pretty sure that some of the most dangerous chemical weapons that have ever been made by humans were cleaning products first. So
Mm.
has taken the crown for being the most insane IRL streamer around, at least for now. Up there with the likes of Johnny Somali, okay, Johnny Somaloid, Neon, Chinese, Jack Doherty,
little baby boy face. It sounds like that was sexual.
She's trying to make it big in this difficult, dark, and cold world. This is a woman that is old enough to be the mother of all of these other people we talk about. She's fallen into the cycle of fame, money, and all that shit over stability and being a good person, and she's learning quickly that this will eventually lead to her and everyone else who's involved in this downfall.
I'm going to jail tonight. Can I take a Xanax, please?
So who exactly is this wacky broad? Is that offensive? Can you call... Let's see, define broad. Dated and informal. Elisa Jordana is the person we're talking about in today's video. She's been floating around the internet for quite a while now, and the entertainment world in general, but specifically really the internet recently. She's 39, 40, she's between 34 and 40. She's like 39 or 35 or I don't know fucking how old she is, but she's old. A lot older than I am, which means she deserves this. Just kidding, nobody deserves this.
Because I said I'm going to kill you, but all women say that.
Elisa is the self-appointed queen of IRL live streaming, which is just absolutely not true that she is. She's the self-appointed queen, and that's on her LinkedIn, just so you guys know. By the way, I'm on LinkedIn. Go ahead and add me up on there. I recently created a LinkedIn. So, CEO of Sour Boys LLC. Go to sour.gg, by the way. We have some Sunshine Slap back in stock. Bringing back an old flavor. Go sign up to our email list, be the first to know, and go buy all of the Sunshine Slap before it sells out. Because it's probably already sold out by the time this video will go out, to be honest. Queen of IRL streaming, more like the Countess of IRL streaming, or maybe the mayor of like a small IRL live streaming town. Not the queen, though. Not the queen. There's no fiefdom here. All right. So who is this person, and why did they get such a fucking late start to IRL streaming, and what were they doing before this? Because there's a lot of years that are just unaccounted for with all these other freaks. You've got, they're just like 19 years old, and they're easily impressionable, and they get in the wrong crowds, and they get a taste of money, and then they become evil pieces of shit. Eliza's fucking between 29 and 60. Old enough to know back. She was allegedly a writer on the Howard Stern show for 6 years. That's right, my favorite. Favorite personality of all time, Howard Stern.
Do people ever confuse you with Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas?
She contributed to his monologues, his audio bits, the song parodies, and even made some appearances on the show sometimes, guys. Very awesome. This, by the way, is disputed because she's a giant narcissistic liar, and we don't know what's true or what's real. She put this on her LinkedIn once again, and I have no fucking idea on how to verify this. This fella here disputes everything she says and said that she was a guest a few times and not a paid guest, so she was never actually employed by Howard Howard Stern or Sirius Radio. This dude says he's been a listener since the 90s and a regular listener since the early 2000s. And this guy, like all of us, is confused because she's been seen telling police officers that she's famous and works on the Howard Stern show.
He knows me from the radio. I'm a radio.
She might just be a giant fucking weird lion person. And this
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh.
We're here.
Welcome back to Jarvis Johnson Gold, the premium channel that is free. It is free, but if you're watching this, you're premium. And today is a bit of a weird one. We've talked a lot about bad relationship advice, bad TikToks, the combination of those two things. Today, we're going to talk about an alpha male dating course guru named Alpha Dom. This person has been going viral on TikTok for all the wrong reasons. People have already handled it on TikTok. They've already, ripped this guy a new one. And I simply just want to... observe and just, throw my little sprinkling of salt and pepper that I can offer, my special Jarvis sauce, so to speak. That being said, one thing I want to call out up front, this dating coach, while they do have horrible opinions, they are relatively small for a creator. They only have like 7,000 followers on TikTok, which normally I wouldn't talk about someone of this size. But then so many of their TikToks have got like hundreds of thousands of views, and so their message is spreading, and I don't like that. So it's this weird. It's a weird thing. So I'm like suspending my normal rule of not talking about smaller people because, some of these I actually may try to watch mostly the very popular ones. And again, don't harass this person. TikTok has got you covered on that. They're doing everything you think you're doing and more. So don't even worry about it. Just treat this as, my own walk through objectionable content. Don't tap the glass, don't engage, don't talk to someone like that, especially on my behalf, because it's not what I want. Another reason to not engage is it's exactly what they want, and me engaging just in my video is fine. It's if a bunch of people go out and watch and comment and hate watch or whatever, that's when it can become a problem. So don't give them what they want. I'm already doing that. Okay, the first video, and again, this is in heavy quotes because these are not my words. You don't always have to accept her rejection. From the jump, I'm gonna say, wrong, sorry. You're wrong on the grounds of you're a guy talking in his car about what women want, which is, that's actually how you summon a circle to hell. So I'll see you in Avernus, buddy. Second, consent matters. You do have to accept a rejection. It's harassment if you don't. But I assume that is just the clickbait. That's just the sensationalized topic to get you through the door so that you're already riled up when you watch this content that's it's gonna break down the walls of your mind and teach you to see things the way he sees them. Probably not, but we'll see.
You do not have to accept her rejection.
Yes, you do. He's not even keeping a straight face. Like, I kind of don't even believe he believes what he's saying. So this might be like maximum grift. Like he's giving himself a 20 in his grift stats. I'm making myself laugh because I've been playing too much Baldur's Gate.
I'm a professional dating coach and I teach guys how to understand the female mind.
Okay, this is often what these people do. They position themselves as dating coaches. They say that they're teaching guys to understand something about women. I don't believe you. Looks are not everything. Looks can be deceiving. Never judge a book by its cover. But I do believe in judging a book by its cover and the content of its content. So I guess we will continue to fill out our opinions here, but so far I'm off board. Oh yeah, also the description is, before you trigger, watch the entire video. So you need to learn not to always accept her rejection. I assume he's not like seducing women through text, because homeboy does not have a way with words. This is rough. However, it's a balance. I'm not like a grammar god. When I read The Elements of Style by Strunk and White in my